just about everybody starting a company or a revenue stream is really, really good about defining what they're going to spend money on. Their uniforms, their website, their logo, business cards, their marketing program, their legal counsel, their accounting software. They're really good about all the things you spend money on, and it's the last thing you should consider. I'm going to tell you to do the opposite. I want you to focus on customers, sales. So revenue first, cost second. As you watch this video, you should be thinking about who's going to want your service. So the thing I train the most on is, where is your first sale going to come from? Where's your first dollar in revenue going to come from? All right. By the end of this plan, you should know who your first customer is going to be. You should know where your first set of dollars is going to come from, and hopefully more than that. But you are not ready to move forward into costs if you don't know where your revenue is going to start from. Okay? That's hard. This is the hard part of the plan. All right? If you've walked the stairs through my videos, you now know what you're offering and why. All right? You now need to know who's going to buy it and for how much money. You should know where your first sales are coming from, right? If you just think you're going to hang a shingle and some money's going to roll in, you're dead wrong. It just doesn't happen. Where are these things going to happen? Who's buying this product? Who's buying this service? I mean, you should know somebody by name by now, okay? Oh, I know so-and-so has talked to me about his lawn. He's going to be my first customer. Bingo. I know somebody that can't find how to get his Camry fixed. He's going to bring it to my garage next Monday. He's my first customer. Bingo. All right? Hey, I'm going to open a smoothie store and people are going to start rolling in as soon as I open the door. That ain't going to work. If we were live, if we were in a seminar, face-to-face seminar, it would now be test time. What do you focus on first? What do you focus on after that? Revenue, sales, customers. Who's your first customer? Where's your first dollar coming from? You've got to know that. Don't go off and do the fun shit, like, hey, I'm going to spend money on this look and this logo and this website, and do all that later, right? For now, where's your money coming from? And that is the first thing we're going to talk about anytime we'd sit down and meet together. That was the first thing that my executives had to brief me on, was our revenue, our business. We could talk about issues and problems later, but money. You got to talk about money. Money coming in the door. Not easy. That is one of the hardest parts. Most people don't like talking about money. Most people don't like talking about fundraising inbound. Most people don't like the sales cycle of going out and finding your target market, your target customers, and actually landing some. That is hard. And that's probably where, if you've come this far, this might be where you fall off the plan, because you don't know. The answer is, I don't know. Well, you've got to answer that question. You've got to get past I don't know and get to your first set of clients, or you potentially have a really bad idea. Don't skip over this and begin to plan your company. Where's the store going to be? Where's the office going to be? Just stuff like that. Because that's a little bit fun. You can do it sitting in your house. It's the wrong order. Money, 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 income, revenue, sales, customers. It's not fun. Get that part done before you even go any further in this course. So as you move on to this next subject, you should have a basic sense now of what you're going to produce, right? You've gone out there, you've talked to people, you have a sense of what this new revenue stream is going to look like. You should have some basic sense of pricing. What are you going to charge for your service? You know, if it's a mechanic, it's what's your hour, what's your shop rate? You know, what's your your parts price uplift? You know, I'm going to put 10% on every part I order. I don't know if 10% is the right number. What do shops do, right? You should know that. If it's a garden service, I keep using those, right? Those are the easy examples to understand. In my business, it was what was the hourly rate of my people? What was a principal senior engineer worth? Well, what did the other 10 companies charge? And can I charge less, pay him more, charge less, my margin's thinner, but it makes more people want to work for me and it makes more people want to buy from me. So can you do that? You know, can you charge less for a car repair but pay the mechanic working for you more and you take less? Can you do that? Now you got more mechanics that actually want to work for you and more people that want to come to your shop because you charge less. Well, to know if you're charging less, you got to know what other people are charging, right? What other lawn services cost, right? These are easy things to find, right? These are website searches, these are phone calls, hey, just say, trying to find out what you charge. You know, I'm thinking about getting a lawn service, what do you charge? I'm thinking about bringing my car in, how do you charge? You've got to do price studies to know, but by now you should know what your service or product is and what you believe you're going to charge for it. It's hard to go on to the next phase if you don't know that. So I'm going to pause the video series for a minute here. We're going to talk about if I were taking this course and I got here, I'd be frustrated. You haven't told me one answer. You know, I haven't told you what business to get started in. I haven't told you what expertise to offer the world. I haven't told you a product to offer. I haven't told you what service you should sell. I've not given you a single price to compare it against. I'm not going to. All right? I can't. And this goes back to the original comment when we started the video series. This is work you have to do. All right? You have to go back to that, your why, your what, and now your plan, and work back through them. If you don't have these answers, you've not done the foundational work to move on to the much harder phase we're heading into. All right? No one's going to tell you what your best service is because they don't know you. They don't know your skill sets. They don't know your passions. They don't know what you're great at. Okay? So I just want to take this kind of 2-minute pause, this 2-minute warning, and say, you're not ready to go on if you have not done the work to this point. And I'm not going to answer the questions for you. I don't have it. I've given you some target markets that I would think about, and that's as much as I'm really going to give you. You have to do the foundational work. And that's why most people don't do it. You know, most people are employees because that's easier. It's easier to go get a job. It's less risky, and you have a hell of a lot less to do. You got to go find a job and go work a job. It is much harder to create something out of the ether and present it to the market and have it become successful and then run it like it's a successful business. All right, here endeth the side lesson. But if I were you, I'd be frustrated at this point because you probably haven't done the fundamental work. Maybe some of you have, but you're not ready to proceed because it's going to get harder now because we keep basing the next one on the last one, right? And that's where we're going to do that now. All right, I'm going to tell you 3 stories, and then we're going to tell you about the moral of the stories, okay? The first story is one of my close friends loved pool tables. He loved to play pool. He loved knowing everything about pool tables and all the accessories that go around pool tables. Cues, balls, racks, all the different kinds of tables and slates and felts, the bar stools, the accoutrement that would go along with if you had a pool table room, potential bar, seating area, lights, the pool table lights. Oh my God, all the different kinds of balls and the pool cue tips and all the different kind of pool cues, the $10 and the $1,000. This guy had it all. And he said, I want to open a pool table store. So he went and rented, leased on the highway, a strip mall space. When you do that, it's not month to month. It's typically a 3-year commitment, and it's usually big dollars. And he started a pool table store without talking to anybody. Okay? Is he in business today? No, he is not.